Hello everybody, welcome back to the latest Manchester United news. In this video we'll be talking about Xavi Simons. United do not want to pay money for the LIGT, so the negotiations are on hold. Zubimendi or Rabiot and Casemiro will only be sold if the right bid came in. So let's start off by talking about the new midfield situation. Now, Manchester United obviously in need of a number 6 to kind of play that role. Now, the two players who have been reported recently are Martin Zubimendi and Adrian Rabiot. Now, let's start off by talking about Martin Zubimendi. I think he's a young midfielder and is impressed massively at Real Sociedad. Arsenal reportedly be linked to him, and you can probably get him in for about £50 to £60 million. I haven't seen him play too much, but I've only seen him play a little bit, but when I saw him play in the Euros final, he was absolutely brilliant. He bossed up midfield. He looked like Rodri already, and he is very, very, very young. So the fact that Manchester United are interested in Zubimendi does show a lot of interest. Obviously, it's not Zubimendi that we're only interested in. There's Rabiot, there's LIGT and João Neves as well. But I think Zubimendi for me is actually the perfect number 6 for Manchester United. He's someone who bosses that midfield, gets on the ball, not shy away from a tackle, and they showed a lot of trust in kind of the Spain managers to bring him on in a Euros final. And he didn't really let the pressure get to him. He was absolutely spectacular, and what a key player he was for Spain. I think what he does suit the profile what you need for Manchester United. You can probably pick him up, as I said, for about £50 million. There's going to be strong competition from other clubs, but listen, Manchester United exploring out there. It's not like previous time that we've only just gone for one midfielder and that'd be like the biggest name. Like, not many people would think of a Zubimendi. He's kind of a different sort of signing. He plays in Real Sociedad. So listen, I think Manchester United should consider Zubimendi. He's a very, very good midfielder. He's a dynamic midfielder and a typical number 6 for what Manchester United currently need. So I actually wouldn't be opposed to signing Martin Zubimendi. I think he'd be a quality. And Zubimendi should be definitely someone considered for that role. I think what he will add for Manchester United would be that perfect fit. He can slot alongside Kobbie Mainoo, Bruno Fernandes, and kind of work in a dynamic midfield three. So yeah, Zubimendi for me would be a perfect deal. Now, secondly, Adrian Rabiot now reports that he's linked to Liverpool. He does not want to go to Liverpool. That says everything you need to know. Rabiot, listen, he's a free agent. He's previously been linked to Manchester United. We know what he can offer, and for a free agent, I think is actually a very, very good deal. And it's a smart deal if Manchester United make it. I think if we can sign 2 midfielders this window, it'd be brilliant. And other options that Manchester United are looking at, I actually would look. There's not one in it that I would say that I actually wouldn't sign. I think LIGT, he's got a lot of potential. So too to João Neves, this very, very young players, as well as Zubimendi. And then you have Rabiot, who's a more of an experienced player, obviously played for Juventus, plays for France, and has a bit more experience than 2 of them. But all 4 of them are very, very good midfielders. Now with Rabiot, his name has kind of been tarnished, kind of by his mother or whatever happened there. But it would be a decent deal for Manchester United. I think Rabiot, he's more of a number 8, but considering he played that number 6, he's good on the ball as well. He can score a goal. Left-footed, good, like a decent player. So it's obvious that Manchester United are looking at a midfielder, and if we can't get kind of the LIGT or the João Neves, Manchester United will turn their attention to someone like Zubimendi or a Rabiot. So yeah, that could be something that could happen. The next thing I wanted to discuss is Casemiro will only be sold if the right money came in for him. So Casemiro is probably worth £40 to £50 million. Reports that Saudi don't really want to sign him anymore. And the interest is cooled. I mean, the Manchester United did tell the PIF, which is kind of like the head of Saudi, that Bruno, Sancho and Casemiro are all not for sale. So maybe that's something in there as well. Maybe Manchester United are planning to keep Casemiro and kind of got a plan for him there, because if they don't want him to be sold, why would they say that? But if the right money came in, obviously Manchester United would let him go. They're a player, if they don't get the right money, he'll stay. If they get the right money, you'd go, kind of similar to the Jadon Sancho situation as well. And listen, Manchester United can generate some good money for Casemiro. Yes, and he's an experienced winner, serial winner as well. Won 2 trophies at United, multiple trophies out in Spain. And then Manchester United can get actually a decent deal for him. But obviously, they will only sell him if they can get the right money. So even if we do kind of want to get a midfielder in, it depends on outgoings in that midfield kind of section. Otherwise, we'd be too stacked. So maybe McTominay will leave the club. maybe Ericsson as well, and then you can bring in a Zubimendi, a Ugarte, a Rabiot, or Zubimendi. So you can definitely, it just depends on outgoing. If Casemiro was to stay and maybe Amrabat leaves, then you can bring in a number 6. But if Casemiro and Amrabat stay, we're gonna have to. It just depends on outgoing for them to leave the club. I think Amrabat, people like it was very concrete that he would sign for Manchester United. There's kind of been no new news on that, but I do certainly think Amrabat, he would have a decent career at United, but I do think we can get better than Amrabat. And if Zubimendi, Rabiot, if I'm willing to sell Amrabat to get in a Zubimendi, a Rabiot, Ugarte, João Neves, I wouldn't be opposed to doing that. And I think they are all better players than Amrabat on his day. And yeah, that's kind of what I would do on the midfield situation. But Casemiro will only be sold if the right bid came in. Now, the last thing I wanted to discuss is United do not want to pay money for Mathis de Ligt as he is too expensive. Negotiations are currently on hold. So, Manchester United do not want to pay the 50 plus 10 million fee that is being demanded by Bayern Munich because they feel like that is too much, which is understandable. I think de Ligt's a £40 million centre-back at best, and Manchester United will be paying 60. You look at, yes, we spent 60 million on Lena Euro, but he is a generational kind of player. Not many people come around like him for the age. And Manchester United really don't want to waste any, well, not waste, but spend any more money on a centre-back now. Jared Brandtwick deal, that might have reopened with the sale of everything kind of falling through. They're going to need all the money they can get. They're in a lot of debt. Maybe Manchester United can pick up Brandtwick for like £30 million. That's what's kind of being reported. They will bid for him again, but at this current moment, Manchester United will not sign Mathis de Ligt because he's too expensive. They have currently put the negotiations on hold. But obviously, if they wanted to pursue it, they could get the negotiations back on track really, really quick if they needed to and if they wanted to. But yeah, that's the centre-back situation. Now, finally, United still want Xavi Simons now. Reports of a loan deal, reports of a kind of permanent deal. I think Xavi Simons, he would be a good fit at United, but the thing is we've got too many players kind of playing in that attacking position at the minute. We're going to have Xerxes, Højlund, Ahmad, Sancho will probably stay, Rashford, Garnacho, Bruno. We've got young players coming through as well. It's going to be a quite compact thing, and I don't know if Xavi Simons would come to Manchester United. Reports that he might be going to Leipzig. Listen, I wouldn't be opposed to getting him, but I just don't think that move would suit Manchester United at this current moment. I don't think it'd be beneficial for us at the club. Listen, there's no doubt he's a talented player. He's a good player. But if you look at Xavi Simons, is he the player that we need right now? I think for the remainder of the transfer window, we need maybe two CDMs, a right back if needed, if Wan-Bissaka goes, and maybe another centre back. I don't think Xavi Simons come in, but United, they do obviously want him. That's where the reports are coming through, but that's my opinion. Have your thoughts in the comments. Leave a like, comment and subscribe for another video. Thanks for watching and peace.